Hey there, and welcome to the Daily Manchester United News Show. Let's dive into today's top stories. Manchester United striker Rasmus Hojlund could make injury return against Everton. Manchester United forward Marcus Rashford has returned to training, while Rasmus Hojlund could return to action when the Red Devils host Everton on Saturday, according to Insider United. The United social media outlet has inside sources relating to injury news at the Old Trafford club and has proven reliable, and it will be interesting to see whether the duo will face the Toffees. Rashford was withdrawn in the 3-1 loss to Manchester City on Sunday due to an injury, while Hojlund was unavailable for selection due to his knee injury. However, the Denmark international was at Etihad Stadium with the Man United squad alongside Lisandro Martinez to support his teammates. The Red Devils struggled in front of goal against Man City, with Rashford missing two great chances which could have won the game for the visitors. The result might have been different had Hojlund been on the pitch, given his form in recent games, and having him available for the Everton game will be a huge boost. The 21-year-old bagged 8 goals and 2 assists in his last 8 games across all competitions before getting injured, and Man United need his services right now. They have lost their last 2 games in his absence and are missing his huge influence in the final third. The defeat against Man City left Man United 11 points off the top 4, and they cannot afford to drop further points in their remaining 11 games if they want to play in the Champions League next season. They face Liverpool in the FA Cup quarter-final next Sunday after the Everton game and will resume action after the international break with a visit to Brentford on March 30. If Hojlund missed the next 2 games, he is expected to be back in action after the break. Manager Erik Tan Haag could do with more injury boost with Johnny Evans, Luke Shaw, Mason Mount, Tyrell Malacia, Harry Maguire, Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Anthony Martial also injured. Man United players expect Ten Hag to be sacked by Sir Jim Ratcliffe. Manchester United players doubt if manager Erik Ten Hag will remain at the club beyond this season, according to the Daily Mail. The Dutchman still has the support of most players regarding his tactics and leadership, but there is a growing expectancy that he will not be in charge next season. There have been some grumblings about the intensity of training sessions, but most players reportedly back Ten Hag's approach. However, the recent ownership change has players doubting if Ten Hag will remain at Old Trafford, with many people believing new co-owners Ineos will make a managerial change at the end of the season. Tan Hag has maintained he has open communication with Sir Jim Ratcliffe and his team, but the former Ajax boss has privately acknowledged the lack of guarantees about his future. The new chief executive officer, Omar Berada, and incoming sporting director, Dan Ashworth, will likely assess Ten Hag's position. Ten Hag could get a stay of execution if United win the FA Cup and secure a Champions League qualification, but the recent 3-1 Manchester derby defeat left a bitter taste in the mouth. They face a tough FA Cup quarter-final test against Liverpool. The Reds are hunting every title to give manager Jurgen Klopp the perfect send-off. Injuries have played their part in deterring Ten Hag's sophomore season, with several players missing games due to different setbacks. Ten Hag and his assistant Mitchell van der Gaag have a hardline approach with demanding training sessions and a lack of flexibility regarding rest days. It has reportedly created discontent amongst players. Some players want lighter training sessions to manage fatigue and stay injury-free. The next few weeks will be crucial for Ten Hag and the club, with results and ownership decisions shaping the manager's fate at Old Trafford. Sofyan Amrabat will leave Manchester United unless something unforeseeable happens. Sofyan Amrabat has been enduring a difficult loan spell at Manchester United. The 27-year-old came off the bench for the final 8 minutes in United's 3-1 defeat to Manchester City on Sunday, but made a costly mistake that allowed Haaland to score. Amrabat joined the Red Devils in a £7.7 million loan deal from Fiorentina last summer. They have the option to make the move permanent for £17 million plus another £4.2 million in add-ons, but the Premier League giants are unlikely to avail that option given the Moroccans' disappointing performances. Tutto Mercato Web are reporting the midfielder will return to Florence in June unless something unforeseeable happens. Amrabat joined Fiorentina in 2020 and quickly established himself as a key member of the first team. His performances during the 2022 World Cup caught the attention of some of the biggest clubs in Europe. Man United appeared to have landed a gem of a player when they won the race for him last summer, but the Moroccan signing has proved to be massively underwhelming. Manager Erik Tan Haag has used him as a left back and a defensive midfielder, but he has failed to make an impact. He has featured in 21 games in all competitions this season, bagging no goals or assists. The Morocco international has started only once since the turn of the year in United's FA Cup win over Nottingham Forest. Rio Ferdinand absolutely stunned by how good Johnny Evans has been for Manchester United. Rio Ferdinand has been left highly impressed with Johnny Evans' displays for Manchester United this season. Evans lifted 3 Premier League trophies during Sir Alex Ferguson's time at United before leaving Old Trafford in 2015. However, after he was released by Leicester City at the end of last season, he was offered a 1-year contract by the Red Devils. The Northern Irish footballer has made the most of the opportunity, making 23 appearances across all competitions this season. The 36-year-old was part of United's backline against Manchester City on Sunday and produced an excellent display at the Etihad Stadium. Ferdinand, who played alongside Evans during his time at Old Trafford, has praised his former defensive partner, but the famous pundit heavily criticized the club for relying on him so frequently. Talking on the 5 podcast, he said, "I didn't expect him to come in and play as many games, and I didn't expect him to do as well as he's done, but he hasn't put a foot wrong. It's crazy. He is good with the ball. He's probably good with the younger players. He will probably go into coaching after. He wouldn't have expected to play as many games, but listen, the way he is going, it wouldn't surprise me if he got a new contract. If not there, then definitely somewhere else. But really, as well as he's done and as much as I admire him as a professional, he really shouldn't be at Man United. It just show you where they are. He shouldn't be being asked to come in and play and chase Haaland around. That's not what the top clubs are doing nowadays." Mason Greenwood set to bank over £500,000 despite image rights company placed into liquidation. Manchester United forward Mason Greenwood is set to bank £500,000 despite his image rights firm being voluntarily placed into liquidation. The Mirror has reported that documents published on Companies House show a voluntary liquidator was assigned for the player's image rights company on March 1. Greenwood will reportedly make an estimated profit of £500,000 even after paying all the bills. The 22-year-old set up TSM Sports in 2019, but its liquidation suggests the forward feels his public image may never recover after the charges of attempted rape, controlling and coercive behavior, and assault in 2022. Nike were among the sponsors to drop Greenwood after he was suspended by United during a police investigation. The charges were eventually dropped, but after an internal investigation lasting several months, United decided to send the English footballer on loan to Getafe for the 23-24 season. Despite not playing for a lengthy period, the United Academy graduate has hit the ground running at Getafe. He has scored 8 goals and contributed 5 assists in 26 appearances across all competitions. Man United United investor Sir Jim Ratcliffe recently hinted that the 22-year-old could return to Old Trafford for the next season. However, Greenwood will likely be sold as reintegrating him at United would cause a massive backlash from the supporters. Man United handed boost in race for Jared Brwi as Everton eye replacement. Manchester United have been handed a major boost in their bid to sign highly sought after centre-back Jared Brwi from relegation battlers Everton. The Mirror reports that the Toffees are already scouring the market for a potential replacement for the 21-year-old and are plotting a raid on the championship. Everton have set their sights on Hull City centre-half Jacob Greaves, and a successful move could pave the way for Brandthwaite to secure a lucrative exit from Goodison Park. The Englishman has been exceptional in Everton's battle for Premier League survival this season, prompting interest from United and several other top-flight clubs. He has been a regular presence alongside James Tarkowski in the heart of Everton's defense, missing just 3 Premier League games this term. He has scored twice in 30 appearances across all competitions, but his defensive metrics underscore why United are determined to secure his signature. Brandthwaite is considered one of the best young defenders in the league. He has helped Everton keep 7 clean sheets this season while averaging 1.7 interceptions per match. He is accomplished in 1 versus 1 duels, boasting a 64% success rate on ground duels and is only dribbled past 0.3 times per match. The highly impressive centre-back is also dominant in the air, recording a 70% success rate on aerial duels while returning 2 tackles per match. Brandthwaite is absolutely crucial to Everton's relegation fight, but whether or not they retain their top-flight status, the young defender is poised to head for the Goodison Park exit this summer. While United are considered front-runners, they will have to fend off fierce competition from Premier League rivals Tottenham Hotspur, who have also expressed an interest. Everton will likely demand a huge fee for one of their most prized assets, but it shouldn't be a problem for the Red Devils, despite concerns their summer budget could be limited by profit and sustainability rules. Fabrizio Romano confirms that Bayern Munich want Matthias Tel to sign a new deal. Manchester United's hopes of signing Bayern Munich forward Matthias Tel appear to be dashed after the German club met with the player's agent last week. Earlier this month, it was reported that Man United had taken an interest in Tel, with the club making contact with the player. Tel was also reportedly keeping his options if he didn't feel like Bayern had plans for him. Since then, however, it has become apparent that the Bavarian club wouldn't be willing to let Tel depart that easily. Bayern board member Max Eberl confirmed at a press conference that the reigning Bundesliga champions want to keep the teenager at the club. While Tel may not have an immediate critical role at Bayern, Eberl suggested that the club intends to promote the development of Tel. Last week, journalist Fabrizio Romano reported that Tel's agent met with Bayern director Christoph, in which the club confirmed its intention to include the player in its future plans. According to Romano, Tel himself dreams of becoming a Bayern legend, thereby signaling a desire to remain in Munich. This morning, the Italian journalist issued a fresh update, all but ruling out any possibility of United reaching a deal for Tel, Romano explained on X. During the meeting with Matthias Tel's agent last week, Bayern have also touched on a potential new deal to be discussed in the next months, nothing urgent or imminent, as Bayern have priorities like Musiala, Davis, Kimmich, but just to confirm, he is a key part of the future project. This proves to be a major blow for United, given that he is just 18 years of age and a proven talent at Bayern. With Tel no longer an option, United will have to look elsewhere for a striker who could potentially play back up to Rasmus Hojlund, a necessity so that the youngster doesn't have to shoulder United's entire goal-scoring burden. Fabrizio Romano on Zidan, Man United links, and Tan Hag's discussions with Ineos. Manchester United don't currently seem to be looking at managers to replace Erik Ten Hag, despite links with former Real Madrid boss Zinedine Zidan, according to Fabrizio Romano. Speaking exclusively to Cout Offside for his latest column in the Daily Briefing, Romano explained that Man United have not had any contacts with Zidane, while current Red Devils manager Tan Haag has held some positive initial discussions with Ineos. Responding to the Zidane links, Romano said, "We know there will be a lot of movement of managers this summer as there will be jobs opening up at Liverpool, Barcelona, and Bayern Munich, but it seems we are also getting speculation about some other clubs as well. I am aware there have been more reports about Erik Ten Hag's future at Manchester United, with Zidane the latest name mentioned as a candidate for that job. I must stress, though, I'm not aware of contacts between Zidane and Manchester United so far. Nothing is concrete on that as of now. Let's see what Ineos decide to do in general in the next months after positive initial discussions with Tan Hag, but Zidane is currently not negotiating with United." As we wrap up today's Manchester United news, remember to stay tuned for daily updates right here on the channel. Don't miss out on the latest updates, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and give us a like if you found this information valuable. Your support means the world to us. Thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.